Hello everyone. On this occasion, I want to share a guide for beginners regarding each mode available in the dungeon. So far, there are 5 game modes that can be played in the dungeon, such as Cross the Abyssal Portal, Assault Lamp Thief, Molten Ruins, Ruined Ancient City, and Chrono Tower, where each of these modes has its own rules and also different rewards. But before I start the discussion, I want to share 4 simple steps that can make you get the best and most generous offers at Legend of Mushroom after the following message. The first step is to download Legend of Mushroom using link that I have provided in the video description. After completing downloading and installing Legend of Mushroom, then we go to the second step. You download an application called AppCoin's Wallet from the Aptoide website, or from the App Store and Google Play. Choose whichever method is most convenient for you. And the third step, after AppCoin's Wallet is installed, you can set up payment using your credit card or PayPal account, or you can use the top-up method, which is more convenient in my opinion. After that, we go to the fourth and final step. Here you enter my code in the Rewards tab in AppCoins. The code is Aeon77. After applying this code, you can get an extra bonus of 5% in AppCoins credits for every purchase you make in Legend of Mushroom, which I think is quite a generous offer at this time. Thank you, Aptoide. So what are you waiting for? Download Legend of Mushroom now using my link and code, Aeon77, and get this best offer as soon as possible. Now, let's go back to the video. And I want to remind you that there are still a few days left before the $500 giveaway ends, so make sure you have a chance to win this main prize. You just click on the link in the pinned comment and follow the instructions. And I will announce the names of the winners after the contest ends. Good luck! In Dungeon, game types are divided into 3, namely single player, team match, and time-limited dungeon. We'll start discussing them one by one, starting with the Assault Lamp Thief. Assault Lamp Thief is a special dungeon mode for single players, where here players need a magic lamp key to be able to access the dungeon, and you can determine the level of difficulty you want to complete, where the higher the difficulty, the greater the prizes. The prize offered here is a lamp, which you use as a tool to get gear. You could say, of all the existing dungeons, Assault Lamp Thief is the dungeon with the easiest difficulty level. And the second dungeon mode is Molten Ruins. Here players need a diamond key to be able to access the dungeon, and just like Assault Lamp Thief 2, you can determine the difficulty level of this dungeon. After that, you will be faced with several waves of enemies that you have to defeat, and if you win, you can get gems and vouchers for draw skills and cards. Compared to Assault Lamp Thief, Molten Ruins is a bit more challenging. And the third dungeon mode is Chrono Tower. Here you need a chrono key to be able to access the dungeon, and in Chrono Tower, you will face several waves of enemies, which you need to defeat. However, unlike the previous dungeon, this dungeon has a countdown, where if you don't defeat the boss before the time runs out, then you will fail to complete this dungeon. However, if you are successful, you will be able to get gems and a clock winder, which will later be used to upgrade your gear mount. And when compared to previous dungeons, Chrono Tower is a dungeon that is quite difficult to complete. And the next dungeon mode is Ruined Ancient City. This is different from other dungeons. You need a team to complete this dungeon. You can invite players via chat, or you can start a dungeon by being randomly matched with other players. After that, you will be faced with waves of enemies that must be defeated, and don't let your defenses be penetrated, or you will fail in completing this dungeon. However, if you manage to survive until the end, then you can get relic shards to upgrade your relics. And the last dungeon mode is Cross the Abyssal Portal. This dungeon has a time schedule, or you could say it is a time-limited dungeon, where you can see the schedule for when this dungeon can be accessed. And if you have accessed it, you will be given 2 chances to deal damage to the monsters that emerge from this portal, where the damage you deal to this monster will be accumulated, and this will determine your ranking among all the players on the server, as well as determining the rewards you can get. Where the rewards you get here are important items that can upgrade your artifacts, which can definitely make you stronger. So I suggest that you always pay attention to the opening schedule for this dungeon and actively play it every day. And yeah, overall, every mode available in this dungeon is a long-term grinding place for players, because I'm sure that after a while, you will really need a dungeon as a place to look for upgrade materials. And to be honest, if you actively spend the keys and opportunities to watch ads here, you will be able to grow your strength much faster. And if you want to get more rewards, you can click the link I pinned in the comments section, so you can get a giveaway worth $500 just by buying a pack and playing Legend of Mushroom. If you have questions or additional information, feel free to share them in the comments section, and we will meet again in the next Legend of Mushroom video.